over, so it's time to finally publish this remote tool into sorobandev.com production, and I'll just do a quick demo of what has been added. All right, so if you go to remote, you'll see that there's a couple of new methods available: send transaction and simulate transaction. Now the key one is simulate transaction. That's a required step if you want to get the transaction's footprint for whenever you're invoking Soroban stuff. So we can see a pre-built template here. We provide a secret key for the account that's going to be signing this transaction, calling the invoke contract host function. This contract has been deployed earlier, and we're calling the function name on. Now, just to sort of look at the contract itself, it's a super simple toggle contract with an on and an off function that just toggles the environment storage. True and false are the only two values that it can attain. All right, so let's simulate this transaction. We'll go ahead and look at the response. Now, again, a new addition is response for humans. So every response that has a meaningful XDR encoded value can now be viewed in a JSON kind of format. So we can see that ledger footprint has some read-only stuff, has some read-write stuff, but we'll go ahead and grab the base 64 encoded footprint. Alrighty, go back to remote and let's open up the send transaction and get ledger entry. Oops, not that one, this one. All right, so let's check what the value is at the moment. Again, going to response for humans, much more legible, right? So currently the value in the toggle storage value is false. Now, if we go ahead and send a transaction to toggle it from false to true, we'll just call the on function using this footprint that we got earlier from simulate transaction. We'll go ahead and call that. Transaction's pending, but we can go ahead and call this get ledger entry method and see if it's updated in the meantime. All right, so boom, we can see it's SCS true, the value toggled, and since the footprint stays the same, we can just change that to off, call it again, and see if this changes to false. And indeed it does. Now, if you want to deploy a contract and you want to get the contract ID, here's a quick tip. So let's say that we want to create a contract. Now I'm going to take a contract that I've been using before, so it's been installed already, and I'm just going to call that. Oops, something went wrong. Oh, I didn't provide the secret key for the account. Let's quickly fix that and call it again. All right, so we have a pending transaction. Now, the create contract transaction will have a contract ID in the transaction status. All right, so we just feed that in here, call this, and we can see the binary object is a hexadecimal encoded contract ID, which we can then use in the send transaction, invoke contract ID field. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next year. Bye now.